Hello students, I Amol Sharma, your English teacher. Once again, welcome you all in DSCJ Home Classes, a digital initiative by Directorate of School Education, Jammu. Students, today we are going to study another important topic of English grammar, that is determiner. Student, this topic is very important, so you need to pay attention toward this topic. Our today's video is for class 10th and onwards. Moreover, the students of other classes like 8th, 9th, they can also have full advantage of it because this topic is going to be used in their editing part, in omission part. Moreover, this is very basic part of grammar, so you all need to pay very attention toward this topic. So first of all, let us discuss what determiners are. Now, a determiner is a word that introduces a noun. It always comes before a noun and not after. And it also comes before any other adjective used to describe the noun. Mean you can say that a determiner, it introduces a noun. It introduces a noun and it always comes before a noun. Determiners are required before a singular noun but are optional when it comes to introducing plural noun. Means they are necessary for singular nouns. Now, for example, consider the placement and uses of the common determiners in the sentences below. So, in these examples, a common determiner, that is the, is used in various sentences. Very first is the bunny went home. Here the determiner the is used with bunny. Here we are talking about bunny and we are talking about particular person. So here a determiner the is used. I ate the chocolate cookie for dessert. Metal cans are recyclable. The metal cans are recyclable. Now, in every example, the determiner is placed before the noun or noun phrase, regardless of whether the noun is in the subject or predicate. In the first example, it comes directly before the noun, but in the second example, it comes before the adjective chocolate that describes the noun cookie. I ate the chocolate cookie. Here the noun is cookie, but the adjective is chocolate, and the determiner comes before the adjective, that is chocolate, that describes the noun. But here you need to note also that in the third example there is no determiner, as determiners are optional for plural nouns and noun phrases. When you want to discuss the noun in general, that is all metal cans, you don't need to a determiner for plural nouns. However, the fourth example shows that you may add a determiner to the specific noun, that is the metal cans. Right here it is the metal cans are recyclable. So a determiner is a word that introduces a noun, and you need not there is a, you can say that it always comes before a noun. They are required mandatory for a singular noun but optional when you are talking about the plural nouns. Now let us discuss about the various kinds of determiners. There are four different kinds of determiners in English: articles, demonstrative, quantifiers, and possessives. So I think students, you all are very familiar with the articles. So let us again revise them. So very first kind of determiner is article. Articles are among the most common of the determiner. There are three singular articles: a, an, and the. Articles specify which noun the speaker is referring to. The articles a and an are indefinite articles and are used when you are talking about a general version of the noun, and moreover they are used with the singular nouns. On the other hand, the is a definite article, meaning the speaker is referring to a specific person. The can be used both for singular as well as plural, but a and an they are used for singular nouns. Now let us consider a few examples. A dog is a good pet. An ostrich would beat a chicken in a race. We went to the best restaurant in town. The dog is barking too loudly. Now in first two examples, a dog is a good pet and ostrich would beat a chicken in a race. So in these examples, the sentence is talking about dogs or ostriches in general, meaning any dog, any ostrich. When you mean in general, use an indefinite article. But a is used before words that begin with the consonants, while an is used before words begin with vowel sounds. So I think you all are aware with the vowel sounds. We have 5 vowels in English, that is A, E, I, O, U. If any word, any letter, not word, any letter gives the sound of these vowels, then there will be an. Now, like an ostrich. So ostrich here it gives the sound of O. An umbrella. So U is giving the sound of a umbrella. University. So UNIVERSITY here it gives the sound of y, and y or U is not a sound of vowel. So there will be a with the university. So an is used with the words having vowel sounds. Otherwise, for singular nouns, a will be used. On the other hand, the is a definite article, meaning the speaker is referring to a specific noun. Now in example 3rd and 4th, we went to the best restaurant in town. The dog is barking too loudly. Here the speaker is referring to a particular dog and a particular restaurant. It is not a general category, but only one animal or a place that's important. When you are meaning in a specific, use definite article. If you are talking about in general, then you can use a and an for singular nouns. So let us discuss indefinite and definite article. So very first is indefinite article. Now English language has 3 indefinite articles, 2 for singular nouns and 1 for plural and uncountable noun. For singular noun, the indefinite articles are a and an. And for plural nouns, the indefinite article is some. It can be followed by any adverb, adjective, plural noun, or uncountable noun. Now, some examples are being here: a man, a blue umbrella, a swimming pool, a university. Now, here, university, although we have U, that is a vowel, as a first letter of the word university, but still we are using here a, because the word university is not producing a vowel sound because it begins with y, university. So here it is giving a sound of a consonant, so a is being used here. Similarly, some indefinite articles for plural noun are some men, some blue umbrella, some universities, some elephants. So students, let us first discuss a and an. So both are used with singular nouns. A is used for a singular countable noun that begins with a consonant, like a horse, a baby, a room. And we use an when the noun begins with a vowel sound: an apple, an elephant, an office. So a or an is used to refer a non-specific or indefinite member of a group. Now, I want to buy a new mobile phone. So there are many mobile phones, but I don't have a particular one in mind. That's why I used a. So remember that we decide whether to use a or an depending on the initial sound of the noun, not the initial letter. This means we say an or, although it begins with H, but here H is silent, so it gives the sound a vowel, that is over, so we used an with or. A university and a European because the initial sound is like a Y, and a one off because the word begins with the V. Yesterday I saw a one-eyed person, although it begins with a vowel, that is O, but it gives the sound of W, one. So a one-eyed person, so we use A with the one. So all that, whether it to be used A or an, that depend on the sound, initial sound of the word. So in other language, when using which indefinite article to use, you may have to think about the gender of the noun, its spelling, and the spelling of an adjective that comes before it. But in English, you have to listen to the very next word. If it begins with a vowel sound, use an, and if it begins with a consonant sound, use a. It is as simple as that. So that all depend upon the sound. A or an comes before the adjective that describes a noun. So that initial sound of the whole noun phrase can influence whether we use a or an empty room, a tasty apple, because here between the apple and the article there is tasty. So as the whole phrase, it will influence the whether to use a or an. So here the word after the article is tasty, so it begins with the sound t, so a is being used here. So students, I think the use of a and an is clear to you. So you need to keep one thing in mind, that is the sound of the word. If the initial sound of the word is vowel sound, then simply use an, otherwise you need to use a. So both these a and an are used for singular nouns and they are indefinite articles. Now moving to the next part, that is the definite article. So the is the definite article because it usually comes before a noun which is specific or has been previously been mentioned. The can be used with singular, plural or uncountable nouns. The basic rule for the definite article the is that it is used with specific noun, whether countable or uncountable. Moreover, the refers to something that is one of a kind, like the earth circles the sun. So there is only one earth and only one sun. So it is clear that what the speaker is referring to. But the basic rule is that the is used with specific nouns. Now, for example, a sentence is, let us take an example, a man walks into a bar. So here the indefinite article a is used for both the man and the bar because this is the first mention of both the nouns. We don't care which one exactly, if you are going to which man who that which bar the person is referring to, or to who what man to whom he is referring to. But if we are saying that a man walks into a bar, the man took a beer. So next time we are using the with the man because we are mentioning the same man which has been previously been described. So the definite article the is used with a specific noun. The is also used with some kinds of proper nouns like geographic places like the Mediterranean Sea, the English Channel, the Danube, the West, the seaside. So all these are proper nouns, so the is being used. Names which are pluralized or represent a grouping. These can be geographic, family or team group names. So with these, the is used. The poor, the Hindu, the Smith, the Rolling Stones. It is also used with many public institutions like the British Museum, the Ritz, the House of Parliament, the Catholic Church. The is also used with the name of the newspapers, the Irish Examiner or the New York Times. Another important use of the, it is used with the musical instruments. For example, she plays the piano and the violin. So piano and violin both are musical instruments, so the is being used with them. And last but not the least, the is used with superlatives, that is the third degree, uh, positive, comparative and superlative degree. the best, the fastest, the most important, and with some comparative expression, the harder you work, the more you can earn. But here it is mainly it is being referred with the things which are specifically mentioned, means which have been already. When you are talking about some specific thing, the word, the definite article the will be used. Let's look another example. uh, an elephant escaped from the circuit last night. So here an indefinite article "an" is being used with the elephant. An elephant escaped from the circus last night. The elephant was last seen at 9 p.m. So the is used for the second mention of the elephant in the second sentence. So when you are referring some specific thing, in first sentence an elephant, it could be any elephant, but the elephant was last seen at 9 p.m. It means in second line we are mentioning about the elephant which has been escaped from the circus. So when you are talking about something specific, you need to use the definite article, that is the. Now then the zero article. So there are many uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns which do not take any article, or they are used with zero article when they are generic, that is not specific. Like we like wine with cheese. So here we do not use any article with wine or cheese. So there are several types of nouns which never take an article. We do not use articles with languages, like I am learning English. Of course, the word English can refer to the people, not the language. Then you follow the normal rules. The English are famous for their drinking, tea drinking. So when you are talking as a English as a language, you need not to use any article. But when you are mentioning it as a specific group of people, since it is a specific group, then you need to use the definite article the. Otherwise, with languages, we do not use any article, that is there is zero article. With sports and academic subjects, no article is being used. She is taking law at university but plays badminton at weekends. Zero article is there with institutions, like he is in church, he is in college, he is in hospital. With meals, we do not use any article. We are having lunch at 1 p.m. and dinner at 8 p.m. And with diseases also, there is zero article, that no, there is no article. Like she has cancer, she has tuberculosis, but there is an exception that she has a cold. So with all these languages, sports, meals, diseases, no article is being used here. So we can say that there is zero article. So this was the very first kind of determiner, that is articles. Now moving to the next kind of determiner, that is possessives. So when referring to a noun that belongs to someone or something, you can use possessive pronouns to show ownership. They function as a determiners in front of a noun to describe who something belongs to. There are two types of possessive pronouns. Number one is strong or absolute possessive pronoun, like mine, your, his, her, its, ours, yours, and theirs. They refer back to a noun or noun phrase already used, replacing it to avoid repetition. Now, for example, I said that phone was mine. Similarly, another type of possessive pronoun is the weak possessive pronoun, also called as possessive adjectives. So they are my, your, his, her, its, our, your, and their. Like I said, that's my phone. So here with phone, we are using the possessive my. And in our first example, we said that that phone was mine. So mine is the strong possessive pronoun and my is the weak possessive pronoun. So let us use that these possessives are used for providing clarity. Without doubt, possessive pronouns help us to be more concise and use less words when explaining the same idea. For example, those are my Converse sneakers. They are not your Converse sneakers. So in spite of writing this, we can write those are my Converse sneakers. They are not yours, because Converse sneakers are being referred for two times. So in spite of using it again, we can use its pronoun. So they are not your Converse sneakers. So in spite of, because we have already referring to the Converse sneakers in first sentence, those are my Converse sneakers. They are not yours. Another example, your travel plans sound just as exciting as my travel plans. So in both, you also are planning some travel planning. You are also doing some planning. I am also doing some planning. So in spite of using the planning word for two times, we can refer their possessive. Your travel plans sound just as exciting as mine. As mine means I am also making some planning. I am also making some traveling plan. So your traveling plans sound just as exciting as mine. Mean your travel plans are also exciting. My traveling plans are also exciting. So we can combine it simply by using the possessive pronouns. Your traveling plans sound just as exciting as mine. So these possessives provides more clarity. They helps us to be more concise and use less words when explaining the same idea. So some subject pronouns are being given, and their possessive are strong possessives, possessive, and then possessive adjectives are being mentioned here. So first is I. Its strong possessive pronoun is mine, and weak possessive pronoun is my. From you, we can form strong possessive pronoun, that is yours, and weak possessive pronoun is your. Similarly, he, she, it, we, and they also form strong possessive pronouns as well as weak possessive pronouns. So this was the possessives, and now we have the third kind of determiner, that is the demonstrative. So demonstrative pronoun. So demonstrative means to point out. So it can be a demonstrative pronoun or can be a demonstrative adjective. Now the same word can be used as a demonstrative pronoun and same word can be used as a demonstrative adjective. The very commonly word which are used as a demonstrative pronoun or demonstrative adjective are this, that, these, and those. Now there is often some confusion that what is a demonstrative pronoun and a demonstrative adjective. This arises from the fact that same words are used for both. The most popular being this is the this, that, these, and those. Basically, the only difference between the demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective is that demonstrative adjective modifies noun and are followed by the nouns, while demonstrative pronoun replaces the noun. So very first is the demonstrative pronoun. It is a single demonstrative word that takes the place of a noun or a noun phrase, a string of noun phrase, an activity or a situation in both written and spoken English. So demonstrative pronouns are the same pronouns that are already I discussed with you that are also used with demonstrative adjective. The proper popular among them are this, that, these, and those. Now, for example, here are some demonstrative pronouns that are taking the place of the underlined noun phrase. The food you are cooking smell delicious. So the demonstrative pronoun for the underlined noun phrase is that. That smell delicious. So that is referring to the food you are cooking. The cockroaches currently giving birth under our kitchen sink are totally gross. Those are totally gross. Those who, what those are? Those are the cockroaches which are giving birth under our kitchen sink. So here that those are in a third sentence. The chocolate pastries on my plates are my favorite. These are my favorites. So in all these three examples, that, those, are these are replacing the underlined noun phrase. So since they are used for the noun phrases, they are used for replacing the noun phrases. So here in these examples, they are the demonstrative pronouns. So demonstrative pronouns are the same pronouns that are also used. We already discussed the demonstrative adjective, but here the main difference is that demonstrative pronoun will replace the noun. There are other words that are sometimes used as demonstrative pronouns like such, none, and neither. Like he will allow none, mean nobody will be allowed. So here none is referring to the third person, that is they are neither will do, that nobody will do it. So here none, neither, they are also sometimes being used as demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative adjective. The four demonstrative adjective we already discussed, that this, that, those, and these. They are adjectives because they modify nouns. That means they come before nouns in a sentence. Now, for example, is this book yours or mine? Here, this is used, comes with the noun. So here, this is not replacing someone. Here, this is being added to the book. Here, this modifies the book. Here, this is used along with the book, that is along with the noun. So when the words like these four words, this, that, these are those, they are used along with the noun, just comes before the noun, then they are said to be called as demonstrative adjective. Like for another example, this is my book. So this is my book. So book is the noun, this is the word. So here this is used far away from the noun. So this here is pointing to the noun. So in this sentence, this is my book. Here this is being used as a demonstrative pronoun. But this book is mine. Now this is being used along with the noun. Now it has become demonstrative adjective. So whether the word this, that, these are those, they are the noun, demonstrative pronouns or the demonstrative adjective. That also you can say that it is a tricky, like that they depend upon their use. That if they are along with the noun, just coming before the noun, then they are the demonstrative adjective. And if they are far away from the noun, then you can say that they are the demonstrative pronoun. These shoes smelling disgusting. Again, here they are modifying the shoes. They are, you can say that they are explaining about the shoes. So here this is the demonstrative adjective. I told you those old magazines were a fire hazard. So again, in all these four examples, this, that, these, those, they are being referred as demonstrative adjectives. So demonstrative adjective indicates exactly which noun the speaker means and where it is or they are relative to the position of the speaker. If the noun in the question is nearby, he uses this singular and these plural. And if the noun is out of the speaker's reach, we use that for singular and those for plural. He always follows the demonstrative with another accompanying adjective in their proper order. So the whether the this, that, these, and those are demonstrative pronoun or demonstrative adjective, that depend upon their uses along with the noun or away from the noun. So I think these demonstratives are clear to you. Now students, we have discussed the determiners and their three kinds till now, that is articles, possessives, and demonstrative. One more kind is there, that is quantifier, that we will study in next video. Till then you need to revise all of these, and I hope it is clear to you. So soon I will meet with you the next kind of the video in which we will study the next kind of determiners, that is quantifiers. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy.